I've come up to the top of this hill. So I camped, if you can call it camping, maybe halfway between the World War One dugout that I found some bottles and things, and the top of this mountain. And so I was about halfway up. Up here, everything is very sparkly with frost, but luckily down where I was, the trees are a bit thicker, a little bit more covered, so didn't get so much frost. Anyway, stop talking. Bullet is the first find, and it's 1937. So this is the Second World War. That's what I mean. Different parts of this hillside have different eras. Okay, eerie. Moving on. I promise I won't film all these bullet casings. That's D1Z on the bottom, and 1943 proudly stamped on the top of that one. It's kind of cool. Yeah, as I say, I won't film them all, but moving on. So I just showed you, or hopefully just showed you, if I've done my editing correctly, so I'm swapping between cameras. Yeah, Second World War bullet, and I've walked just a little bit further, and there is a 05 on the right there. That's 1905. Can't read everything. ECP dot ES BS, not sure. Can't read everything on the top there, but very cool. French ammunition. Moving on. And that's a huge piece of shell casing. You can see the thread still in it from where the fuse would have been fitted. Yeah, I won't be carrying that. If it was a piece of a cannonball, I would be taking it, but it's not. Although one day this will be the equivalent of, I guess. Moving on. Look at this. You can be basically stood right on top of this and you wouldn't realize that there's a bunker here. You can just make out that there's a bit of a difference here, and it looks like a doorway, but it actually isn't. There are several of these. There's another one here, there's one over there. They actually have a very small hole at the bottom of them. I'm not sure why, but I'll show you from inside. The entrance to this is actually on the other side. Quite difficult to get to, so I'll be back with you in a moment. Oh, I'm just by the entrance to this bunker now. It's just in the rock here. And just by here I came across this long stretch of casing, the ring around the casing. I'll keep that one. Now I didn't bring a torch up here with me, which was a bit stupid, but maybe I can use my phone. GoPros are quite good in the dark. Here is the entrance. You can see here is an old fireplace actually. I don't know. I don't know if there seems to be a hole just in there. I don't know if that goes anywhere. It's interesting. Is that a collapsed part of the bunker maybe? You can see another hole in there. Maybe worth investigating. Yeah, here we go. Wow. You can see the archway built over the top. I think I will have to get my... Hang on guys, bear with me. I get my phone out so that we have at least a little bit of light. Try not to disturb the ghosts of the past too much. Or if there's a bore in here maybe. Hopefully not. Okay. See if I can get you angled up so you can see as I'm walking in. Oh, it's high enough. I mean, I'm just shy of 6 feet tall. It's high enough for me to walk in. Ooh. Check those bad boys out. A lot of mosquitoes in here, and there's big spiders. Oh, there's a spider's web. Yeah, he's just caught himself dinner. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to be scared of spiders coming in here, that's for sure. And actually, I'm hoping you can see something. This is what I mean. On the inside of here, you've got lots of these little arches. There's a long one going downwards there. That one's... now that could be interesting. Maybe that's to do with that sealed off bit down there. There's one there. They're all the same, and they're all pointing in different directions and angles. Have to be careful where I'm walking. Obviously somebody's put a little bit of firewood in here to stay dry. Yeah, full of spiders. I don't know why so many of them, and all going off in different directions. And they're on the other side. You can see daylight through that one. There are a few of them over there too. But it's incredible that they hacked this out of the rock. Amazing. It looks like, I've been in here once before, and it looks like some more of it has come down. So I will be a little bit careful. Be curious to know if there's anything underneath all of this rubble. But I'm not sure it's entirely safe to go digging around here. Okay. I think that's enough for this bunker. Moving on. I don't know if that piece of iron is part of an old fireplace, but you can see where it's been hit multiple times with what I'm assuming must be bullets or shrapnel. It's kind of cool. I'll put it back where I found it. Yeah. Wonder what else is around. The entrance to that bunker is there, and just down a little bit I got a 50 signal. It looks like it has stars in it. No idea what that can be. I'll take it and see if there's any lettering on it. It's very, very weird. Moving on. Well, I have no idea what on earth that is. Yeah. Looks like some melted stuff in there. I'm wondering if that's the fuse, whether that's the end of a shell casing. Yeah, you've got this rim here. This would have had the brass ring around it, and that's come off. That's actually the base of it where the fuse would fit into. So yeah, kind of a cool find. Moving on. Next find is a little 9mm bullet casing, which is very cool. It's got the lettering on the bottom. I can't quite make it out. We'll have to clean that up, but I'm pretty sure I can get the detail off that one. Yeah, very cool. See it next. Well, you guys missed the part of me falling down the slope a little bit. Yeah, nothing damaged, I don't think. Very cool. Big part of a fuse. It's safe to take because it's exploded. Yeah, wow. They're amazing things, these are. And very cool to find. Moving on. And here's another piece of fuse casing. I'm curious if that's part of the other one. Would be cool. Moving on. That's a very curious item. I have no idea what that can be. Must be war related somehow. Is it a pin you pull off a grenade or something? I don't know. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Moving on. Well, To be a little bit careful with that. That's an unfired artillery round. So there was artillery up here, I guess. Could explain why there are lots of different access points to that bunker. L1912B, I think. I got some pictures with my phone, and then I'm going to put that very carefully back where I found it and leave it, and I will tell the authorities. And right next to that artillery shell that I just found is another signal. I'll be a bit careful and see what else that is. Yeah, there are actually two more, and there could be more underneath them. I'm not going to dig those out. I'm going to place this other one back in, and then that's going to be one hell of an explosion for the bomb disposal team. Wonder if they'd let me film it. Probably not. Anyway, phew, what can I say? Slowly, slowly, softly. Moving on. Well, somebody at some point has put that cable up in that tree. This would have been used, there would have been a cable system to take things up and down this hillside, because it's very, very steep. That's where I just found that cache of unfired artillery shells, and I'm guessing they brought them up and left them there, and then they would have carried them over to the bunker or to the gun positions, and perhaps they got attacked. In this case, that load wasn't moved. I would love to know how many's actually in there, but at least 3. And yeah, that's the cable that would have been used to bring them up. I can't take that with me, it's far too heavy, but that's so cool. History. Moving on. As you can see, quite a few of these unfired bullets. That's only a percentage of what I actually found. I've reburied some of them. But yeah, there are a lot everywhere. Where the boar have been roughing up the earth, something is sitting on the surface. Oh, that was a little bit hard for his nose. Yeah, it's another fuse. Now, he's partly exploded, but most of it's still intact. It's only the tip that actually tried to go off. Curious. Not sure about it. You know, I don't know exactly what's in the nose of this thing, so I'm not sure if I can take that, and I'm not going to cut it open to find out. It's probably safe, but just in case, I'll leave that behind. Moving on. This area is full of old mines. You can see the edge of this has been dug out. Oops. Oh. My detector fell apart. There's an old bucket up there, but I don't think that's old enough to be during the war. They were mining up here for some reason, I don't know why. But you can see the mine entrance there is caved in. It might be worth having a little dig around there, but you never know what you might find. Sorry, I didn't have it at the right angle. Underneath that tree there will be an entrance. Whether it's worth having a go at, I don't know. Maybe on another video. Moving on. Well, I don't know how much energy I've got left in me at the moment. You can see the remains of the brass ring around this part of a shell casing. I guess if you sharpen the end of it up, you could use it as a hoe in the garden. Yeah. Oh, me and my imagination. A bit heavy. Okay, moving on. On my way back down, I'm just having a quick look again in these foxholes. And yeah, I don't know if that was a plate or a lid off something. It looks more like it's some kind of you know, plate than anything else, but I don't know, it's so beaten up, can't be sure. Anyway, cool. Moving on. One of my last finds, well, I keep saying that and then I find something else, but I'm slowing down now, and that's my a ration tin from the First World War. I mean, it's totally falling apart, but it's cool to find. Still got the winder on it. Yeah, they used them in the Second World War too, but I'm finding only World War I history in this area. All the bullets are marked for World War I, so I'm assuming that's definitely World War I. Bye for now. And apart from some more rubbish, 2 more live rounds to finish off the day. It's quite an epic 2-day event for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I don't know whether my editing skills have been particularly good. I hope the finds have been interesting enough. I know, you know, it's not like I'm finding, you know, ID tags and gold rings and all this stuff that a lot of channels do find. I've not yet found a good war permission where I can find that stuff, but soon, you never know. Anyway, some cool things. Moving on.